Welcome everyone to another video of Honkai Star Rail. Today we are going to talk about the upcoming 5-star character to Honkai Star Rail, Topaz Numby, and I'll let you know how to build her in order to maximize her potential. Now before we start, don't forget to subscribe, like and share to support the channel, and without any further ado, let's just get started. So when it comes to the relics, I think that a 2-piece of Fire Smith of Lava Forging for the 10% extra fire damage would be great. You can use the 4 pieces as well, but the 4-piece ability isn't that useful for her because of the fact that her kit doesn't evolve around her skill damage like Jingliu, but around her follow-up attack with Numby, which the 4-piece ability isn't going to buff in any way, shape or form. So 2 pieces of Fire Smith of Lava Forging, and then complete that set with 2 pieces of Messenger Traversing Hackerspace for the 6% extra speed, because that is going to be useful for her since you are going to be able to attack more with her, and by that you are going to recover energy more in order to use her ultimate, which is going to be very useful for Numby, and you are going to allow Numby as well to attack more and more. So in my opinion, the best set is going to be 2 pieces of Fire Smith of Lava Forging for the 10% extra fire damage, and 2 pieces of Messenger Traversing Hackerspace for the 6% speed. Now remember, always whenever you are going to use to pick actually a piece that increases damage, it's always better to use the element damage rather than the attack percentage, unless it is specifically stated in that character's kit that this character excels or scales based on attack percentage. So unless you see something like that in the character's kit, it's always better to use the element damage buff, because that is going to help your character way more than the attack percentage. And that's why it's better to use the 2 pieces of Fire Smith of Lava Forging instead of the 2 pieces of Musketeer of Wild Wet.
Might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket.
Now when it comes to the pieces themselves, the body part should be critical damage. In my opinion, that is actually the absolute best choice for her to maximize her damage potential, which is why you are here. And it is going to be very useful for her as a hunt character as well, because the hunt characters are usually focused around attacking a specific character and deal as much damage to that character as possible, and therefore the critical damage is going to help her a lot. Now other than that, if you don't have a good critical damage piece, or you don't want to waste a lot of time on trying to farm one, 2 other choices could be critical rate, which is going to be helpful for her as well, and attack percentage. So in my opinion, the best body part would be critical damage, but if you don't have good one for that, you can pick either critical rate or attack percentage depending on the substats that you have. When it comes to the boots, there are actually only 2 choices that you can choose between, because obviously you don't want HP or defense. What you want is either attack percentage or speed. Now if you pick the attack percentage, that is going to increase her damage a little bit more, and that is going to be very helpful for her. Or if you pick the speed, that is going to allow her to attack more and more, and as I said before, that is going to allow her to use her ultimate, which is very useful for Numby, and it is going to allow Numby to attack more and more as well. So both abilities are actually very useful, so whether you pick boots with attack percentage or speed is up to you. I think that the best thing is actually going to base it on substats. So you take a look at your pieces that has attack percentage and speed, and you look at their substats, and then you pick the one that offers the best substats in your opinion. So that's my suggestion there. When it comes to the planar ornament set, I think that the absolute best set for her is going to be actually inert salsotto set, because that is going to increase her critical rate, which is very important for any hunt character, and that is actually just a plus above the main reason, which is increasing her ultimate and follow-up attack damage. And if you remember at the beginning of the video, I said that she is actually focused around follow-up attacks, and her ultimate buffs Numby, which is basically the main follow-up attacker. So this is going to be a set that re-evolves around her complete set, or her complete kit, because of the fact that it is going to increase her critical rate, and it is going to also increase her ultimate damage and follow-up attack damage, which is just perfect for her. So if you can farm a good inert salsotto set, it would be perfect for her. Now, as I said before, the element damage is always better when it comes to damage dealers who doesn't scale based on attack percentage, and therefore when it comes to the sphere, it has to be fire damage boost. You can't use anything else. There is no discussion here. It has to be a fire damage boost sphere in order to maximize her potential. Anything else is going to lower her potential, and you aren't going actually to have that much damage with her, which is going to be very bad for her. So in my opinion, you have to farm a sphere with fire damage boost. And then when it comes to the rope, you have actually two choices. You either pick attack percentage, once again for higher damage, or energy restoration to be able to use the ultimate more frequently, which makes Numby even more useful. So it's up to you. When it comes to the sphere, it's not up to you. You have to use fire damage boost. There is nothing else. When it comes to the rope, it's up to you whether you want to pick attack percentage for more attack, or for more damage, or energy restoration to be able to use her ultimate more frequently and buff Numby more and make it more useful.
I'd be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket.
Now, when it comes to the light cons, I think that there is actually, outside of her 5-star light con, of course, the summonable one, I think that there is only one 5-star light con that is useful for her, a free-to-play light con, and then there are some 4-star light cons that are okay, but in my opinion they aren't going to be actually as useful as the 5-star light con, obviously. The 5-star light con that I am talking about is actually the light con that we can buy from the Herta shop, cruising in the Stellar Sea. So if you pick that one, that is going to be actually very good. If you bought it and maybe you are using it on seele like me, that is going to be a big problem. I can understand you, because I am already in the same issue here. I don't know whether I should actually use it on Topaz and Numby or on seele, because unlike what other people say, seele is still a major damage dealer and she can deal a lot of damage. She still can do a lot of jobs. So I am thinking about it. I might use it sometimes on Topaz and Numby and sometimes on seele, but in case you don't want actually to every time interchange the light cone and so on and forth, you can pick your own choice if you want to use actually the light con on seele or on Topaz and Numby. But there are some other 4-star light cons like sword play, for example, that could be useful, that you can use on Topaz, and that is going to be okay as well. But as I said before, if you want to maximize her potential without using her 5-star, her own 5-star light con, then you have to use basically the one that we buy from the Herta shop. Anyways, with that being said, that was everything for today. if you enjoyed the video or got some useful information from it, don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends to support the channel. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to stay notified with everything new about Honkai Star Rail. And until next time, Rami the Honkai King is out of here.